Hi friends, this is Selvijang here. Welcome to my networking channel. Hope all are doing good. And today the topic I am going to discuss about how to create inter-VLAN routing in a FortiGate firewall. So as per the architecture, FortiGate firewall I connected two ports, port 1 and port 2. Both are the physical port. So port 1 is connected to the GNS3 cloud. The IP is 192.168.84 segment. And port 2 I connected to a non-manageable switch. And to the switch I connected PC1 and PC2. So PC1 is in VLAN 10, the IP is 10.2, and PC2 is in VLAN 20, the IP will be 20.2, and both of these PCs gateway I am going to configure in the FortiGate firewall. So first let us configure the management interface, this port 1, because I am going to show you how we can configure the inter-VLAN routing through GUI. Okay, so for that let us configure the management interface and set this IP. Afterwards, I'm going to create two sub interfaces in this physical port. So one sub interface for VLAN 10, that is 10.1. This is a gateway for PC1, and the second sub interface for VLAN 20. The gateway is 20.1, the IP is 20.2. Okay, so these are things I'm going to do. And the third part is then for an inter-VLAN communication to occur, I have to create a policy from VLAN 10 to 20 and from 20 to 10. So these are things I'm going to do in the FortiGate firewall. So let us go to the configuration for a better understanding. So first let us configure the management port. Okay, so default username is admin. So now let us change the password. Okay, so now what I'm going to do, I'm going to configure the management interface, that is port 1. So let us go ahead and configure. So go to config system interface, edit port 1. Okay, just do a show command. The set mode is DHCP, so change it to static mode and set the IP. Set mode static and set IP is 192.168.84.50. So this I already shown in my previous video. So let us quickly configure this. Okay, and now just do end. It will save the configuration. And for viewing the configuration, show system interface port 1. Okay, so now I'm able to let us now do a ping. Execute ping 192.168.84.50. Okay, and HTTP access is already allowed by default. So now I'm going to open the Chrome browser. I'm going to access this page. Okay, 84.50 IP. Then let us configure the two sub interfaces in this physical interface port 2. I'm going to show you how to do that. Just open the Chrome browser and just access the IP. Okay, so 192.168.84.50. Okay, now just enter the username. Username is admin and the password. So now it is asking to change the password, change the host name, right? Just click begin and change the host name to port 1. Just click OK. So now I'm going to go to this physical interface. So in this physical interface, I'm going to create two sub interface for VLAN 10 and 20. Okay. So let us go to the physical interface, go to network interfaces, and here you are able to see port 1 is for management port. This is already configured. And now let us click the port 2. Okay, so just click this port 2. So I'm not going to do any configuration in this physical interface. I am going to create two sub interfaces out of this physical interface. So just click this port 2 and create new. Click interface. Okay, now it is showing us type is VLAN, right? So there are several types like software switch and other thing. Since I'm going to create the sub interface for VLAN, let us set the type as VLAN. Okay, now let us name it. The first one is VLAN 10, and let us give the alias name as VLAN 10. And what is the interface is port 2, right? Second interface, and VLAN ID is 10. Okay, and the role let it be LAN. Now I have to set the gateway, that is 10.1. So I'm going to set the gateway as 192.168.10.1 slash sub.mask 55.0, and now enable the ping communication. So right, only thing I'm going to enable only the ping communication. Click OK. Similar way, in this same physical port, I'm going to create another sub interface for VLAN 20. Okay, so just click here and just create new interface, and the VLAN type is VLAN. So VLAN 20, just copy and paste the same for alias name, and the interface is same port 2. VLAN ID is 20. Okay, I hope you are following this.
and then we have to set the IP. This is a gateway for PC2 192.168.20.1/255.255.255.0. Then enable the ping service. Okay, now click OK. So now out of this physical interface, I have created two sub interface. You are able to see here, right? VLAN 10, 10.1, VLAN 20, it is 20.1. So VLAN 10 is 10.1 and 20.1. So now let us ping the gateway from the firewall. So how to check this configuration is show system interface from the CLI VLAN 10. So let us check the configuration now. Show system interface, okay. So now we can check the, here you are able to see, right, VLAN 10. Okay, so VLAN 10, it will show the current configuration, and for similarly like VLAN 20 also it is showing the current configuration. So now let us ping the VLAN gateway. Execute ping. So for ping thing you have to do execute ping 192.168.10.1. I am able to ping the gateway for VLAN 10. Let us do for VLAN 20 also. I am able to ping the gateway for VLAN 20 also. So now let us go ahead and configure the non-manageable switch. So you can't go to the CLI, it's a non-manageable switch. Just double click this, and this is the thing I configured. So this port I configured as a trunk port. This is an access port VLAN 10, and this is in access port VLAN 20. Okay, just click here. So this is in trunk mode, right? This is we have configured in trunk mode. One first port I configured in access port 10, and second is in access port 20. Okay, so now what this thing is pending is, now let us go ahead and ping the individual gateway 10.2, let us ping 10.1, and 20.2 let us ping 20.1. Then let us check the inter VLAN communication. Okay, so let us go to PC1, do a show. I already configured this PC 10.2 gateways 10.1. So ping 192.168.10.1 I am able to reach. How about 20.1? So the inter VLAN communication is not working. Let us go to the second PC also. Show command. So ping 192.168.20.1 I am able to reach. How about 10.1? I am not able to reach, right? So for that, what I'm going to do, I also already discussed. So first we have set the management port, then we have created the VLAN gateway. So the third part is pending is for the inter VLAN communication to work. I have to set the policy in such a way from VLAN 10 to 20 and 20 to 10. So I have to create two policy so that for the inter VLAN communication to occur as per the FortiGate firewall. So let us go to the graphical mode and just click policy. Go to the policy objects, there will be several policy. Just click the IPv4 policy, and I'm going to create two policies. Okay, so because by default an implicit deny policy is there, so this will not allow the inter VLAN communication. So we have to set the manual policy and we have to set allow. Okay, so just click create new and name let us set it as rule 1. Okay, and the incoming interface from VLAN 10 to outgoing interface is VLAN 20. Okay, and the source address should be the VLAN 10 address. You are able to see 10 address is 10.1, and the destination should be the similar like VLAN 20 address. Okay, so this already created right initially. So VLAN 10, this is alias name, while VLAN 20 and the corresponding source and the destination. Schedule is always service. You have to specify the service. I am specifying just all, and just click OK. So the similar way I have to add a second rule for VLAN 20 to VLAN 10. So okay, then only the inter VLAN communication will happen. So just click this, and now I'm going to add a second rule. This is for VLAN 10 to 20. I'm going to add a rule for VLAN 20 to 10. Okay, so now let us add the rule name as rule 2. Incoming interface VLAN 20, outgoing interface is VLAN 10. Okay, source is VLAN 20 address, because from VLAN 20 to 10, right? And the destination is VLAN 10, and the service should be all. So now click again OK. So now let us check the VLAN communication between 10 and 20. So I should be in a position to ping from PC1 to PC2 and PC2 to PC1. Okay. So now let us check the communication. Go to PC1 and let us ping the second IP, that is PC2 IP. So now I am able to reach the second one, right?
So after enabling the rule. So similar way from PC2, let us check the PC1. 20.2 ping 10.2. Go to here, okay. So just ping 192.168.20.2. Okay, so we have to go to the second PC, right? So second PC ping 10.2. I am able to reach. How about the gateway? I am able to reach. And let us check the from firewall also. Let us go to the FortiGate firewall and let us ping the two PCs. Execute ping 192.168.10.2. I am able to reach, and the second PC is 20.2. Okay, so this is a way we can perform the inter-VLAN communication in FortiGate firewall. So three things we have done. First, we have set the management port for accessing the GUI. Second thing, I created the VLAN gateway for VLAN 10 and 20. And then we have configured this non-manageable switch. And third thing, we have created a policy from VLAN 10 to 20 and from VLAN 20 to 10. So then we are able to successfully enable the inter-VLAN communication between PC1 and PC2, and also able to ping between PC1 and PC2. So this is how inter-VLAN communication works. So I hope you enjoy this video. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe for more videos. Thanks and have a wonderful day. Thank you.